What is going on, guys? My name is Paul. In today's video, we're gonna receive some shelves by Alex, the channel Piglet. I've met that dude on my last delivery. He had delivered 2 smart cars and a Tundra for me, and he did a good job, so I hired him again. And this time he delivered. He also has his driver picking up 2 cars for me. Hopefully by the end of the week I'll have them delivered. Let's get into the video. I'm gonna check if I forgot to record because I got too busy. Let's check if I can get my footage from my 4K surveillance cameras. If I can, that'll be perfect. If not, well, you'll just have to believe me. This is when we stopped. I did added this row, but it's just temporarily sitting there. We currently got, and I had Alex from Piglet deliver me some more uprights, just 3. This was kind of, these are 48s, and I don't have 48s. I only had 42s. I got a bunch of those still left over, but I needed 48s because we have bins on both sides, and 48 works perfect for it. So I got my first 2 rows done, and it's all the wood I had just to finish the floor on this. This is pretty much like a walk-through aisle, and then you branch off left and right. So it's pretty cool. This one, I only got the bottoms just to figure out the layout. I got that done, but I don't know. This one is kind of be a weird one just because I don't know how many beams I have left of which types of beams. So this is going to be where I just store, like similar to this. See how they're all different color? I mean, it doesn't matter, it's just a shelf. But those are the tiny ones, and they would actually, see how they match up perfectly. It's the same size because this is pretty much the exact dimension for the bins. See, we only got what, 1/2 inch, maybe less than that. But on the other ones, the wood actually will not stick out as far, so I might have to rethink that, because these, the lip on these is not as deep. It's only like half the, so 3/4 of an inch, and these ones have a full 2x4 depth. So I gotta remeasure this. Maybe I can have more shelves instead of like this. There'll be a little one extra shelf, but I'll measure it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't. And see how these are so tall? Yeah, I don't want to chop them, because if we move down the road to a bigger shop, taller shop, my forklift does reach pretty much all the way. So it would be nice if we have like a 30-foot, 25-foot shop ceilings. If we don't, it's fine, we'll chop them then. But it worked out. I mean, it's probably like half a foot away from the ceiling. It works. So let's put all this up on this rack, and then use up all this wood. I still have a whole pallet of stuff, and start chopping. Most likely I'll need a whole trailer load of coal lumber from our local lumber yards. It's just lumber that isn't straight, curved, cracked, all that stuff. I just usually buy it in bulk and fill up all these shelves, and we should pretty much be completed with all our shelving. There's not enough space in the shop to put anything else, and I do have, I think, like 200 beams left and 8 or 9 uprights, the blue ones, these tall ones, which actually we'll have 3 more on this side. And I really need to get this shipping station figured out. So that's going to be the plan for this year, or the rest of the year, is finalizing all the shipping shelving, and that way when that 2021 shows up, we're back in business full scale. And I got some crazy goals planned for next year. Even talking to my team, we were kind of like, like we want to hit that, but it's like, will we? So we're still trying to figure out all our goals. I'm trying to finalize everything, but without talking so much, let's put you on time lapse and let me fill up all these shelves with these beams, and hopefully call it quits today. So I'll talk to you guys in a bit. The shelves are up. I pretty much have 1 more row left. 1, 2, 3, 4 more uprights. See, those actually went a little further than I expected. Shop is turning out great. Got wood. I got a whole stack that I gotta chop up. So that's probably what I'm gonna focus on tomorrow, because my main goal is to get this warehouse space completely figured out before the year ends. That way we can focus on listing, and I got some crazy goals in mind. I mean, it's something that we haven't done. I really want to focus on this business. I really want to take it off and kind of go from there. So let me just show you around what we currently have. So these particular shelves are all going to be for these bins, as we have on this side. As you can see, we're about 3 bays full, and we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to go. And this is just this side. These are usually just bigger items that I have on the shelves. And my wheel rack, so far it's the best. I do have other ideas for wheels if we ever go out of space. So all my rows are pretty much similar, so it's pretty much gonna flow all the way to the end. The fridge is probably gonna stay. This shelf is going, and the sink is going, and we're actually gonna put a man door in here because we do have an aisle here, and I really want to kind of, this is enough space to have carts go through, so we don't have to go through the office with them. I do have to add more lights, not on this row, but like rows like this where it's dark. I think Lowe's has some that we can just add that just kind of plug in, so we can just have a continuous row going all the way. Plug them in. See how these are so tall? I'm not gonna use it, but I do not want to chop it just in case we ever move. I have a bunch of these shelves still available. And then my last row, as you can see, they're doubled. we kind of have all our doors. Eventually my goal is to get rid of doors from this space, but I think as of right now, we'll just finish them up all the way and then just go through them. If things don't sell, they'll just have to go, because we make our money on all of it, and things that don't sell don't make me money. So that's kind of what I have done. The wooden one will stay there because there's no way it's coming out. I would have to take apart too many shelves. So this is gonna be probably another bin shelf for us. And I've built this a long time ago. See how I notched 2x4s to make these as small of a footprint as possible, so they support a lot of weight as well. And these shelves are kind of continuous, they're 20 feet long. So yeah, this is gonna stay here. It's gonna carry bins, and I designed that shelf to carry like two bins, one on top of another, and they would fit perfectly, and then the spacing actually is perfect as well. So that would stay. Another thing I really want to focus on, but that all depends how long we're going to stay here, is ripping this office out, because it's built out of this 24 gauge sheet metal, 2x6s or 2x4s, whatever they are, probably 2x4s in the wall. I want to rip it apart and build something out of higher gauge steel or just lumber. And I want to have another office upstairs for my dealership ideas, but I don't know if I want to do all that work and then have to move down the road, because as you can kind of tell, I would say we're about a third occupied with our parts. So we still have ways to go to fill this place up, and that's going to be my next year's goal, is to completely fill this place up with parts. And I'm not talking just bring more parts, but actual like good valuable parts. So I'm maybe not even a third, maybe I'm just over exaggerating, maybe a quarter of our shop is filled with parts. Because if you look at it, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe actually it looks like it might be a third of parts in our shop. So we still have room to grow, we still have plenty to do. Hope this helps somebody, and I think in the next couple videos about this organization, we're going to focus on wrapping this up. I got some exciting stuff coming for this row, or for the rest of the row. You really need some lights, especially in this row. See how dark it is, so we just use our light booth. And then all that stuff that you see, the junk, see all this junk that we have here, all of that will actually be in the shelf. So our photo booth, light boxes will be in the shelf, so we have about 14 feet of clear space. And right now it's all filled up because the reason I want to have clear, we are using these carts. Makes stuff so much easier whenever you have it on carts. So you just wheelie it out here to the photo station, as we have here, and it just sits like this. Is the left door, this is the right door. See how it's just perfectly just sitting there. We take pictures, it goes back on the carts, and it gets tagged. This is coming along very well. I'm kind of excited. I did find some motivation in myself to get this thing wrapped up. Yeah, it's exciting. And the only reason I had Tow Piglet deliver these things, because there are 48-inch wide. Those are 42s. And I really wanted to fit both bins like we are currently doing. I could have, in reality, taken those diagonals a little lower, and it would create a 48 for me. Pretty easy, but it seemed like a lot of work. Plus, Alex was going through that place anyways, and I needed some wire decking for another project. Let me just show you. Not for another project, I need it for the other shelves. And I also have a neighbor that needed some, so I actually bought that, and then I decided to grab these guys right here. So we bought a lot of these guys. They're kind of used for all these shelving. So that's why I had Alex deliver this. He was going through, I kind of just texted him, hey, can you pick it up? He said yes, and you know, here we are. And then I just decided, since he was there, just to go ahead and grab 3 of the uprights. They're a couple hours away, so. But got it done. It's looking perfect. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you stay tuned. Sunday, I got an episode coming for you guys. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.